Alfred, now I know that you're accustomed to the very finest, so I'm going to have Eddie Brinkman bring out a couple of stools for us to sit down. You take very good care of Mr. Hitchcock, please.
I'm not suffering, Ed.
I'm an older man, old boy.
I'll stand like a boy.
I'll sit like an older man.
There's
some questions I'd like to ask you.
Having heard Senor Wences, I wondered whether you would like to try to conduct this interview without moving your lips.
I could do it.
You know?
You know that I could do it. Could I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, Ed, certainly.
Albert, I think the audience would like very much to know, what was the first picture you ever directed? How long ago?
That's a long time ago. That was when I was the boy director. I still am the boy director,
That's
of
right.
course, you know. It was a long time ago in Munich, Germany. I directed my first picture in German.
Is that so?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? Well, from that early time, did you always have this preoccupation with murder and mayhem?
Mayhem, yes.
Mayhem.
Nice name for a girl, don't you think?
Oh, it's a wonderful...
Mayhem.
Mayhem Hitchcock.
Mayhem, yes. No, I don't think so. I think it all came because I was frightened by a policeman when I was a little boy.
Oh, I see.
And it's all an outlet now, you know.
I see. May I tell the audience what happened upstairs?
Yes, delighted.
We have an assistant director named George Bartholomew. And George, regardless of the increasing years, loves to go out tobogganing. So on his last tobogganing excursion, he broke his leg. And tonight when I introduced him to Alfred, he was on crutches. And Alfred said to him, he said, I have the most irresistible urge to knock the crutches from under you. Now, why do you do those things, Alfred?
Well, Ed, it's a compassionate thing, you see. I want to knock each crutch, flick, flick, and then he rolls in agony on the floor. And then I can go in and say, poor fellow, you know, let me help you up, you know. And it's the Boy Scout in me.
Oh, I see.
It reminds me of that story, Ed, about the little Boy Scout, and the old curate gentleman said, what have you done today? What is your good deed for today? And he said, well, I helped an old lady across the road. So he turned to the second little boy and said, what did you do for your good deed today? He said, well, I helped him help the old lady across the road. And finally he turned to the third one and said, well, what did you do? He said, well, I helped them to help the old lady across the road. They said, what, it took three of you? He said, well, you see, she didn't want to go. So that's me, you see.
Now, Alfred, would you tell us something about your new picture, which you've been filming here?
The new picture, Ed, is a picture which is, I think, inspired by you. It's called The Man Who Knew Too Much. We've left out about Lincoln and Mercury on the title. And some of the earlier scenes deal with the stabbing of a man in the back, you see. And the knife goes in, I think it's about the fifth vertebrae down there.
Get up and help
It
you.
goes in about 4 inches, you see. And I'm not clear whether it went through the fat or the gristle or wherever it went. But it goes rather deep. And the whole question in the film is how deep did it go, and the victim himself didn't realize it until he felt his boots full of blood.
Oh, I see.
Yes, and the socks got terribly wet, you know, and, well, you know the rest, you know.
No, I asked him out on the coast once. We got a minute to go here, but I want to get this one. I asked him out on the coast once. I said, why this preoccupation with violent crime? And he said, well, we English, he said, we consider it, you know, in the nature of a chess game. Was that your thought on it?
Well, it's a murder in quiet dignity.
Oh, I see.
You know.
Well, Alfred,
come up and meet me sometime.
We've enjoyed you so much, and you've given so much entertainment to the country and certainly to our city that I think the audience could very easily be persuaded to give you the biggest hand you ever got.
Oh, wonderful.